Black News 102, House of Consciousness, brings to you. Oh, Mama said knock out Taj Tariq Bey on the battlefield. It's time for you, my brother, to hold your own. Can he survive at the Lions Den? Taj Tariq Bey is on the street and he is sharpening his sword. Blood is everywhere. Heads are rolling down the street. Taj is on a mission and he's not gonna let you get away without beating this knowledge in your damn head. Check out what I'm talking about.
You asked about martial law? I just read you congressional records. Now, what does that have to do with anybody's opinion?
Nothing.
Now, so what happens if we have meetings and we're talking about the economics of our people without knowing this, and we're making moves in society, presumptive moves?
It won't go nowhere.
Which means we're admitting jurisdictions, admiralty, booty.
But that's when I said with jurisdiction.
Exactly, because they're doing private law, because you're giving up your birthright because you don't know it. Now you understand why Obama signed the rights of indigenous people, because the only way you can come under international law protection is with a nationality. It's not opinion, this is international law. But if our people don't have these facts, they think that you're debating their opinion, and you're not talking opinion.
So why are we making these moves first, man?
Why do you think? Listen,
this is relevant right here, man.
I only read 2 paragraphs.
You gotta do this first.
Yeah.
That's foundation.
Hold on, let me take it a little further, since
that's why he
you know, because it's sort of like we ain't convinced. Let me take it a little further, because we ain't gonna wait. Let me take it a little further. When he came back from Egypt. All right. Now, that was just past year. Remember when they went over Egypt and his wife wasn't with him? She went to the Alhambra, the last stronghold of the Moors. What other signals can they send? To the last stronghold of the Moors before the Christians took over the world. And then you tell our people they're Moors, what belief system is that? What the hell? Do you understand? Hold on. Check this out. Yeah. Now check this out. Now I'm just jumping down the page, right? Right? The Federal Reserve Act stipulated that the interest on the debt was to be paid in gold. And there was no stipulation in the Federal Reserve Act for ever paying the principal prior to 1913.
Federal Reserve is a bank.
You see? Right? No, that's the arm of the Jesuit order. It ain't really a bank. They're dealing with trust instruments, not money.
No question.
And the trust is you. There you go. There you go.
That's what we do. We have a lot of great information.
Come on. Now you get the point. Now listen. And particularly with the sisters, because sisters can understand this. Now let's take something that everybody's familiar with, right? All over the world, right? You hear this term: honor thy mothers and thy fathers, that thy days may be longer on the earth land, which the Lord thy God has given thee. Right? They didn't say cloud land, right? Right now, in order for one to be what in law is called heritable, one must be in the honor of one's mothers and fathers. This is why nationality is important, not just here in the world, but this is also why the Europeans here took our nationality and put brands on us and start teaching the Negro preachers to tell us they were Afrocentric identities. So our people are walking around calling themselves Negro, black, and colored and feeling free to do that, not knowing that it makes them non-descendable. And when you give them the law facts, they think you're competing with the schools of thought, would have nothing to do with anything that's on the discussion. It is legal status. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is why when you look at the Sundry Free Moors case, it was an issue of status. And the issue was what? That as blacks, they had no rights. Only as Moors. That's exactly correct. Now that's 1789. It's not a new argument. You see? And then they read the Negro Act before the court, and they determined what? They were what? Moroccans in allegiance with the United States through the prince. Therefore, they come under the treaty. And see, so our people don't even know their own daggone treaty.
Brother Taj,
do you want
hold that up so Sonetta can document that.
Well, yeah. But me and Sonetta is going to get together. But I'm going to give him some details. This is what I'm going to do, Sonetta. I'm going to bring Oxford Dictionary. I'm going to bring 2 law dictionaries. I'm going to show you etymologically that we're not black, not by opinion. Etymologically. Now, when we're saying black power, if we're really talking about cosmogony, there's nothing wrong with it. But then we must demonstrate the metaphysics behind it. But our people are not doing that. They're saying black by force of implied identity, which makes it misplacement, which makes them incompetent in law and non-descendable. They need to know that.
Brother Taj, you have a lot of great information, and the legal facts that you have are undisputable and all true. Now, when it comes to when you say going to an Oxford dictionary, what happens is now this is what I want you to clarify. It's just two things that I want to point on. This first one is the black. When you're saying that now, who's giving the definition of black? You saying you're going to the Oxford?
No. Now listen. This is what you know etymology. No, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
No, what's your definition?
Do you know etymology?
The relation of the word?
No.
All right, so we can talk.
Do you know etymology? Answer the question.
No.
Then whatever answer I give you would not be satisfactory. No. Listen. Please listen. Please listen. Please listen. Please listen. I'm not dismissing your question. I'm showing you what's wrong with us, period. We keep getting into disciplines and ignore the rules and expect other answers, which means that you'll never be satisfied because you don't know the rules. It's sort of like somebody asked me, I want to know what you think about 2 and 2. And wait, no, listen, you're not listening to me. If you don't know etymology, what difference does it make the answer I give to you?
So let me give you my definition. Now,
the definition is the etymology.
Okay, now
are you going to wait a minute? Are you going to give me the definition, or are you going to give me
the definition?
Are you going to give me the definition?
I'll let you speak. I didn't even.
No. Listen. Are you going to give me the definition, or are you going to give me a concept? Are you going to give me the definition?
No, the definition.
Are you? I'm going to ask you again.
Not the concept.
Are you going? I'm going to ask you again. Are you going to give me the definition, or are you going to give me a connotative opinion?
No.
Now give me. Now what is it?
Now, one of the most important things that you're saying is you're getting it from the Oxford Dictionary or Black's Law Dictionary.
I can get it to a Funkin' Wagnalls too.
Okay. Now
why did I say Oxford? What do you think I said it for? Do you have any idea?
Maybe legally that's what they use.
No. Did you have any idea why I said Oxford?
Can you give me the answer to that? Can you give me the answer to that?
I will, because
let me finish saying what I'm going to say, and then you can say if I'm wrong or correct me.
No, I'm not going to say that you're wrong.
I'm just sharing information.
I'm not going to say you're wrong.
And you tell me if it relates to what you're doing, because I just want to add to what you're doing. All right. Now, when you're saying people are not black or whatever the case is, and then at the same time knowing who gave them the definition of these sounds and these words. So now the 3 syllables and the 3 sounds that make up the word black is ba, la,
now you're talking. That's why I asked you. Did you know? That's why I asked you.
Ba, soul.
No, listen.
Ka, spirit.
No,
right?
listen.
No. You get Kabbalah.
No. Listen. You're now what you do. No, it's not correct.
So
it's
there's
totally
so definition. We can talk meaningless words mean things.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So words are meaningless.
I asked you a question, and the question was, do you know etymology? What you're doing is using homonym. Listen.
The root sounds are important because of the vibration of the sound.
That's not what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying it's not.
What's important?
I'm not saying
the root of the word.
What's important is the etymon.
Listen. One of the main things.
No, the etymon is the root of the word, which I asked you.
Okay, so if I don't know the exact definition,
then therefore don't make a determination.
No. The exact definition of the word etymology. Let's not get caught up in the wrong thing.
Yes, we're going to get caught up in it. We're going to get caught up in it.
The information that you have is great.
No. The information I have is not great. The information I have is not great.
Listen. The legal facts that you have are really important. But when you say
no.
So you saying the words?
No, you're minimizing it. No, you're minimizing
the European definition.
No, you're minimizing.
I'm not minimizing it.
That's not his.
You're minimizing it.
No. You can't say what his.
I'm telling you, no. Listen. All right, listen. Now, slow down for a minute. Now, Sinetta, this is a good lesson that's going on right now, because I'm going to show you why a lot of things are not done when we come together. No. Let's just. Can I finish? Can you listen? Can you listen? His questions are totally legitimate. Then he's going into what you would call an Ebonic style of etymology, while disputing etymology at the same time, which is the rules of language. Do you understand? So when we start debating words, the first thing you do so that you don't waste a lot of time, which means we could do something else, is debate with someone who don't know the rules of what they're debating. So that we don't waste time, you ask them the honest question. Do you know etymology? Because etymology is the science that treats of the origin, the root, the nature, and the spirit of the words, and is used all over the world. It ain't no European and then ain't African. It's all over the world. And the Europeans got it from the Moors through the Renaissance, who taught them this culture. It ain't their stuff, it's your stuff. So let us not make assumptions. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So etymon, this is third grade stuff. Etymon is to a word what atom is to the building block of anything else. Anybody, anywhere around the world, any scholar, doesn't matter what language they're dealing with, right? Know these rules. These rules are not taught to our people because we've held to servitude caste. The language that we usually use is called connotative linguistics, which is introduced into societies where people are held to servitude so that their own language traps them.
Exactly. That's
Do you
what
understand?
I'm talking about.
Now, and I
That's
agree.
what I'm talking about.
So it's important to this is why I'm telling you. The reason why I say Oxford, because all scholars around the world, they have all the dictionaries, but they particularly have Oxfords. Now, because Oxfords always by rule go into the etymon, whereas some of your lighter or cheaper dictionaries will give you classification. You'll give you classification and will give you bracketed etymon, but it will be limited. Now listen. Now this is a rule. Now look at this side. No. Wait, no. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you a simple rule. And this is what we was talking about. Like, I can take a dictionary, an ordinary dictionary, right? Long as a hardcover and before 1960. Right. And take a child. As a matter of fact, I could take a child third grader if he's decently educated. They don't have to be smart, right? And just ask them how many parts of speech are there. Most adults wouldn't answer, but a child said there are 8 parts of speech. Then we tell the children, what is it that other children learn that our children don't learn that makes our children have the disadvantage? Which is why we talk out of frustration instead of the facts, because we feel attacked. Do you understand? Because we're missing a part, right? Now, the first thing you do when you look up a word in a proper dictionary is you go to the part of speech which will come directly after the word, which will be abbreviated or either written out in italics. The first thing you do with the word is plug it into its proper mother or matrix. That's the first rule in linguistics, grammatication, orthology, morphology, etc. all over the planet. It ain't some European stuff and don't apply to Africans because we gave it to them. Those are rules in language.
That's what I'm talking
Third
about.
grade grammar. Now, so the first thing you do when you look up the word black, right? You're going to see right after it is going to have ADJ, which means what? Adjective, which means it's not a noun, which means it's not a person, place, thing. Wait a minute. Not a person, place, thing, or idea. First classification. Then it gives you the etymon right after it in brackets, in square brackets. It'll be OE, which means Old English. Then it'll have derived from, listen first. Let them learn if you're not going to learn. Old High German. And in its original form, it means pale. Now that let me explain. Now scholars scholars know these things, which is why they have secret societies, and you have people in power positions, whether they're boule, that means guys on our side, or Europeans that are Blue House Masons or York Masons, etc. They all know these same rules, but the dummies are given belief systems of what you call connotative linguistics. Connotative linguistics is where they introduce what you would call stepchild definitions that in language and contract are absolutely off the mark and will cause failure, but are accepted loosely in communities. But in law and in standing and in contract, you would fail all the time. You understand? Right. Which makes us incompetent. Now, black is an adjective. It's an Old English word, so then you go to the appendix of any dictionary and it'll take you to the 1400s, which means in that form, it doesn't go past the 1400s. So all scholars know when you go past 1400s, that word in its form does not exist.
Okay.
Are we clear?
Okay.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Sound by didn't exist.
We ain't
before
talking to
1400s?
sound. I'm making sure
So how do you make a word without
you're
a
not
sound?
listening to. We're not talking sound. We're talking
How do you
etymology.
make words without sounds?
We're not talking. That's not the
Who gave you
argument.
the definition?
That's not the
How do you
argument.
make the word black without making a sound?
No, we're
That
not
is the-
saying that whether you make a sound or not. That's not the argument. We're dealing with the etymology
Okay,
first.
so listen. The key, get to the root. The root.
The
is what
root
I'm
is
talking
called the
about.
etymon.
No,
That's
it's
what we're-
not. If you stick into the Oxford Dictionary,
All right,
that's not
no,
the
listen.
root.
The
Who gave
root
you
of the word.
Who gave you the
Now,
definition
now
of the
listen.
word?
All right, listen to this. Now, I want
The
you. I want
European,
everybody.
the Old
I
English
want
that you
everybody to
just
do
said
some
before.
research, right? He just said.
Who gave you the root
He
of the
just
word?
said
Who
that
gave
the
you word?
etymon is not the root of the word. I suggest everybody
No, I
go
didn't say-
home.
no,
You
see,
just
he's
said
trying
it
to distract
wasn't.
you with the
No,
Come
no.
on, man. Like,
Because
let's
you're
go to
making a
You
spiritless
never
argument.
answered. You never answered not one of the questions.
I'm asking.
Listen,
I'm
you have
answering
a
your
lot
question.
of legal information.
No,
that's
no.
really
Don't talk
important.
about my legal information.
Okay, so let's
don't try to qualify what I'm saying.
Okay. So to get to the point of black, the definition of black is not pale. If ba, la, and ka mix up ka, ba, la, and that has a definition, how can ba, la, be pale? Pale, soul, spirit, and material mix pale? No, they countered the intelligence. They countered your intelligence
No, that's not
with
what
the
I'm-
Oxford Dictionary
I
and all those
understand
things.
what you're
so now when
saying.
you call yourself a king, a nigga, you say, no, don't call me a nigga. Don't call me a nigga. I ain't no nigga. I ain't no king. So what you act like? So what do they accept? They accept being less than a king because you under a Leviticus spell
All right, now,
or whatever
hold on.
the
Now, this is
etymology
my
word for that
question.
could be.
Show me
because
the
you accept-
etymon. Show me the etymon in any of our dictionaries: Asiatic, African, Semitic language, Aramaic.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm going to ask you a question because you just said a premise.
Okay.
You just told me what the etymon is and told me that what I said is not the etymon. All right. Wait. Listen. So I'm going to examine it.
That's valid.
I'm going to examine it.
Valid.
What dictionary did you use that you found that etymon in from Africa, Asia, any other culture? Show me the etymon.
Hold on.
No, show me the etymon that black.
Okay.
Is-
Let me do this. Because there's a lot of people here that's well studied.
No,
You seem well studied. No. I'm
No,
not
he
going
just
to
asked you.
Stick with the etymon.
If you don't know, say you don't know.
Listen to
If
what
you
I'm
don't know,
saying.
you don't know.
No. Because I'm not about dodging the answer. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay to say you don't
We know
know.
what the problem is. My thing is, let's get a solution. Who out of all of these well-studied people, what is the definition of ba? Is it not soul?
We didn't say that
is
that's
it
not
soul?
true.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
asking you, is it
Yes.
is ba soul?
Yes.
Okay, what is ka? Is ka, is
Yes.
ka not spirit?
Yes.
Okay, what sounds make up the word black? Can you get black without ba and ka?
But what
Can you get
That's not the etymon.
Well,
That's
la,
not.
ba,
you, sir.
la, ka? Those are the
That's-
sounds.
but that's
To
not
be
the etymon.
Okay, how do you curse somebody?
No.
How do you curse someone?
No, listen.
I'm a
What he's
priest.
what
I'm
he's
a
doing,
priest.
he's
I'm a
taking,
priest. I'm
he's
a
taking.
wizard.
You're
I'm a
taking.
wizard.
No,
I'm
you're
gonna put
taking.
you under a spell.
You're
How
taking.
do I put you under
You're
a spell?
taking
With
sounds.
words and sounds.
He's taking sound.
No. But it's important.
He's taking synonyms and trying
he
to
has a
make
lot of
etymology
legitimate-
meanings.
He got a lot of legitimate information, but
No.
then he throws out "Don't be black." Wrong.
I didn't say that.
Wrong.
That's not
You
what I
said
said.
I'm not black.
That's not what I
I
said.
don't want you to
There's-
not
That's not
accept-
what I
Explain
said.
when you said
That's
there was
not what I
two. He
said.
said under law, and then
Under
he
law.
said it metaphysical.
But who's giving you these laws?
That's what he
So
said.
make your own laws.
even-
How can you owe the IRS and the Federal Reserve if they owe you?
But even
If they owe you, you never got paid for all
You're
the work.
correct.
This
And
is
you're
your
correct.
land.
Yeah.
So how can you
And so
put
now,
yourself? How can you
and
put
the
yourself?
argument is correct.
How can
Then
put
you
yourself
make the
into a debt?
status argument.
So
to
now
make
you
that
know the
argument.
United States is a corporation.
Yeah.
America,
Private fund.
America is the land, right? So if you accept that you're American, you accept that you're American first. Then you see they already knew that one day you're going to connect and say,
Yes.
I accept that I'm American. I accept that I'm American. Black power. I accept that.
No, you
Then,
can't be that.
What?
No.
You can't be. You
No.
don't have a soul. You don't have a spirit,
Listen.
and you're not materialized.
Listen.
How can you not accept that?
No, that's like saying
you're
saying I'm
using
Chinese.
that from
That's
the
like
Semitic
saying
word.
I'm Chinese, therefore yellow power.
talking
This stuff don't go
Semites-
together.
But the
It's
Kemites didn't say black.
Exactly. Say that again. Say that again.
The Kemites didn't say black.
Hold on.
The Kemites say
I stepped away for a moment and came back. So
In part 2, Taj Tariq Bey is gonna get crazy. Word.